I apologize for turning my view to another screen. Always hard on Zoom to remain eye contact and look at another screen. So wanted to move through, early in March, if you recall, March 16th, really things ramped up with COVID-19, and your Morton Chamber of Commerce and Economic Development Council quickly pivoted into a resource hub to channel information from many different resources, agencies, organizations, to try and pull that information together for a central hub. We knew it was going to be important for our businesses because they were moving through many different crises. That time and still health crisis, economic crisis, and workforce management. They were trying to wear many different hats, and we wanted to make sure that they were informed and equipped on resources to move forward. So our chamber website, we have modified and continue to update on a daily basis. Just to give you an overview of the home screen here, we have our fun We Are Morton. So hopefully you've seen those signs out there, some decals and messages that we've been posting out there to really try and rally our great community together, that we are Morton and together we will get through this. We also have our Shop Morton e-gift card program. So early on, it was very difficult for us to give access to our chamber checks for people to shop local. And so we partnered with a program to offer a community gift card where businesses can sign up for people to shop at their business, service industry, to retail, to restaurant, and go on that community marketplace and shop. Where also now merchants can sign up to have an individual gift card program if they don't have one. So what I want to focus on is COVID-19 business response access. And then also you'll find here a quick link to the state of Illinois direct site with all their updates. So clicking through, if you click on the COVID-19, you come to business updates and available services and resources. Briefly here under business updates, we wanted to have a complete list of many businesses could remain open, many businesses can reopen, and many are open in a different fashion. So a lot looks different for our businesses. So we wanted to have a complete listing of restaurants that are open and how can you connect with them. So you'll find a full list at this site. Same with retail. And then moving down to critical emergency resources. So we want to make sure people knew how to reach out for help. Food services, volunteer opportunities, school lunch pickup, those kind of immediate responses and resources there. Jumping to the other tab, looking at the specific resources, you'll see here that we tried to gather them in several groupings based on public health, legislative updates, government executive orders, employer support, employee support, funding, industry specific, and our emailed communications. So somebody can move through all those various headings to find a direct resource or update that you may need. It does show all of our daily communications. We've been sending out almost daily a communication towards the end of the day of any new funding resource, any new update, any new regulation, to really try and keep people informed. As we all know, so often things have changed on an hourly basis. We also have direct information on the EDC site. So some people are maybe more familiar with this site. If you click on the COVID-19, here we try to map it out really by industry, funding, and helplines based on an industry that you are seeking additional resources. So a lot of the same content, just formatted in a little bit more of a direct business focus and industry focus. We have several funding programs that we've worked through, downstate grant program that we were able to help several businesses move through and continue to work in partnership with our local financial institutes and the Small Business Development Center on the SBA program. So certainly reach out to us. We can connect you with your next contact, the right contact, to help businesses in our community move through their needs. I'll wrap up with just a couple upcoming events, activities that we have going on. This week, this Thursday, is our virtual forecast breakfast. So you do not need to wait until September for those pumpkin pancakes. You can sign up and get pumpkin pancakes this Thursday morning from 8 to 10. It'll be a drive-through fashion at Freedom Hall. And then we'll move into showing a live presentation of our speakers with the Park District, the library, Morton School District 709, the mayor, and the EDC on some updates, what's ahead, what have those entities been working on, and you can watch that at 10 o'clock. We are partnering to celebrate Teacher Appreciation Week. And so if you buy a breakfast, you will be providing a breakfast to a Morton educator for our public and private school systems. A couple other things, we've been gathering our industry groups and hosting specific sessions with them. These, we had a couple today, our restaurants and bars, retail and services, and then coming up yet this week, manufacturing and logistics and nonprofit organizations to really help hone in on peer-to-peer conversations and resources available for them. And then finally, tune in, 4 Fridays will still happen. It's been a great placemaking event for our community. It will be virtual, so 4 Fridays gone virtual on Friday, May 22nd. Really just wanted to be able to highlight, going back to our homepage, if you want to receive our communications, reach out. We'll gladly add anybody to our list. And we post regularly on our Facebook channel, but really just wanted to make sure people knew the depth of resources available on our Chamber and EDC website, and make sure that they know where to turn to, and that we're here to help. So thank you for giving me the time to share a little bit more and make sure people are turning into the right direction for assistance, and we'll continue to update those channels on a daily basis.
Thank you, Leanne. Any questions for Leanne? Again, thank you, Leanne. I know I've sent a couple of people your way, so appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
The consent agenda tonight is the approval of the minutes, the regular meeting, April 20th, 2020, and the approval of the bills. If we could have a motion.
I so move, Brad.
Second, Nate.
Any comments or questions? If not, call the roll.
Blunier,
Yes.
Leach,
Yes.
Lehman,
Yes.
Menold,
Yes.
Newman,
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
Motion passes.
I have some reappointments tonight. I'd like to reappoint Kevin Roberts to the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners, term expiring April 30th, 2023. Also, the reappointment of Kathy Kemp and Jim Ritt Taylor to the Business District Development and Redevelopment Commission, and that term expires April 30th, 2022. And the reappointment of Doug Schaffner to the Police Pension Board, and that term expiring April 30th, 2022. Could we have a motion?
I'll move to approve.
Second, Clinton Lehman.
Any comments? Asked to call the roll.
Leach,
Yes.
Lehman,
Yes.
Menold,
Yes.
Newman,
Yes.
Parrot,
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Motion passes.
And I again like to thank all these citizens willing to serve again. They're part of the team that makes Morton so special in so many ways. So thanks to all of them. Yet tonight, I'd like to make a statement as mayor. And following my statement, I've asked the legal counsel, village attorney Pat McGrath, as a statement. On April 30th, 2020, Governor J.B. Pritzker signed Executive Order number 32, extending the stay-at-home restrictions statewide. Prior to the governor's order, I joined local leaders from Central Illinois communities in a letter requesting the governor's consideration of an alternate plan to reopen local businesses. While I'm disappointed in the governor's decision to continue the stay-at-home order for our local communities, the village of Morton nonetheless respects the order of the governor. Upon the advice and recommendations of advisors, including public health officials, law enforcement, and the village attorney, the village of Morton will enforce Governor Pritzker's executive order number 32 in a like manner prior to other executive orders. The village will continue to assist local businesses by providing resources to resolve questions pertaining to the governor's executive order. I hope that businesses resume activities to the fullest extent permitted by the governor's executive order. I will continue to advocate to the governor for the interest of our local businesses and residents, and with hopes that the governor will support a regional response to the COVID-19 pandemic, which will allow all Morton businesses to reopen. We hope sooner than May 30th. Pat.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mayor Kaufman is closely coordinated with my office and with other village officials in the local response to the COVID-19 pandemic. In my capacity as Corporation Counsel, I've regularly provided legal advice and direction to the mayor on various issues, including Governor Pritzker's recent Executive Order 32. The Village of Morton lacks the authority to overturn a lawful order of the governor issued pursuant to state law. I will continue to regularly monitor developments from our judicial system, which is a branch of government responsible for issuing binding rulings on the legality of the governor's order, and will advise Mayor Kaufman and the village regarding those developments. My office will continue to support the mayor and other village officials in efforts to aid local businesses in their understanding of the governor's order, with the hopes that local businesses will resume operations to the fullest extent permitted under the governor's order.
Thank you. We've had a lot of questions on that. I just thought we needed to clear the air a little bit what we are doing here in the village of Morton. Village clerk.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Village administrator.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Chief of police. Chief of police.
I have nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Thank you. Corporation Counsel, do you have anything?
Nothing further tonight, Your Honor.
Director of Fire and Emergency Services.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Director of Public Works.
I have several items tonight, Your Honor. First, item A, I'd like to ask for acceptance of the following bids for the 2020 Street Overlay Program. I'll read all 4 of these off. They all go together, so they either need to be approved or not approved together. From MFT funds for mill and overlay in the amount of $331,747.03, an award of contract for same to R.A. Cullinan and Son Incorporated. From MFT funds for heat scarification in the amount of $165,545.90, an award of contract for same to American Asphalt Recycling Incorporated. Number 3, from MFT funds for seal coating in the amount of $130,549.00, an award of contract for same to Porter Brothers. And number 4, from MFT funds for fog coat applications in the amount of $42,365.70, an award of contract for same to American Road Maintenance.
And that's a total of $674,207.63.
Yes.
Could we have a motion?
I'll move to approve. Newman.
Second, Parrot.
And just real
Any
briefly.
comments or questions? Go ahead.
Yeah, if I could add just real briefly, these are basically as budgeted. So in your budget packet where I labeled, the streets and everything, it pretty much falls in line, or it does fall in line with that. So this is everything we've discussed prior. And it falls within budget too.
Is there any questions? If not, call the roll.
Lehman,
Yes.
Menold,
Yes.
Newman,
Yes.
Parrot,
Yes.
Blunier,
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Next, I have item B. I'd like to ask for acceptance of bid for the 2020 miscellaneous concrete repairs project in the amount of $957,638.62, and award of contract for same to Autobomb Company Incorporated.
Do we have a motion?
Move
So
to
moved.
approve, Mel.
Clinton.
Just a summary on this falls within budget. And the only item as I look in the budget that's not included in here is we had David Street. That was not included in here at this time. We're still under budget. I think that's something I'll bring back to you guys for discussion prior to putting, a second phase of concrete out for bid. So I'll get permission from you guys before I do anything else. Other than that, I'd be glad to answer any questions.
Anybody got any questions? No questions, then call the roll.
Menold,
Yes.
Newman,
Yes.
Parrot,
Yes.
Blunier,
Yes.
Leach,
Yes.
Lehman.
Yes.
Motion passes.
The last item is item C. I would like to waive formal bidding and request acceptance of proposal from Sam Lehman Chrysler Jeep Dodge here in Morton for a 2020 Dodge Ram 1500 quad cab four-wheel drive for the Public Works and Planning and Zoning Departments in the amount of $26,392.00.
Motion to approve. Newman.
Second, Parrot.
Just a quick summary of this. This would, the intent was to replace our 05 Ford Ranger, and we budgeted $30,000 for this vehicle. So the additional cost between 30 and 26 would be to add some boxes to the truck. At this point, we would still like to hang on to the 05 Ford Ranger. We use that for a watering truck, so it's set up in the back. But we don't plan to put much into that truck going forward, so just ride that as long as we can. So with that, I'd be glad to answer any questions.
Do we have any questions or comments? If not, call the roll.
Newman,
Yes.
Parrot,
Yes.
Blunier,
Yes.
Leach,
Yes.
Lehman,
Abstain.
Menold.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, does any of the village trustees have anything tonight?
I just have one thing. I wanted to mention to Leanne, really nice job with the website and keeping people informed. That was very comprehensive and I really liked it. So hats off to you for that. And for Mayor Kaufman and our Attorney McGrath, you guys are fighting an uphill battle trying to keep the city safe and while meeting the needs of the citizens. And I think you're doing a good job of keeping a balance and keeping everybody informed. So that's all I have.
All right, anyone else? I forgot to ask you today, Pat, do we need an executive session or not?
No, I don't believe we need one tonight, Your Honor.
Okay, then if we could have a motion to adjourn?
So moved, Parrot.
Second, Newman.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion's adjourned. I mean, the meeting's adjourned.